What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Pokemon Black 2 Let's Play, and we are going to start off strong with one simple thing, the battle against the champion. This is what our team is looking like right now, as we are going to face off against the strongest trainer in the region. Now, I'm struggling a little bit here because I'm wondering who to go for first. I think we're going to be faster than our first Pokemon, but I'm not 100% sure who should go out first. And I'm thinking it's going to be Plume, because that's really the only status we have. Our first Pokemon, or the champion's first Pokemon, I know is a Hydreigon. And we know from past experience that Hydreigon isn't really the easiest Pokemon to deal with. And because of that, we don't really have a Pokemon that's going to be able to do too much, have too much effectiveness against it. And that is a slight issue and worry for me. So let's enter the Champion's Chamber and see what we can do. And it's Iris. Welcome, Challenger. I've been waiting for this. Here we are. Know what? I really look forward to having serious battles with strong trainers. I mean, come on, the trainers who make it here are all trainers who desire victory with each fiber of their being. And they are battling alongside Pokemon they have been through countless difficult battles with. If I battle with people like that, not only will I get stronger, but my Pokemon will too. And we'll get to know each other even better. Okay, brace yourself. I'm Iris, the Pokemon League champion, and I'm going to defeat you. Alright, well, here we are with the Iris battle. The final boss of the main game. And I actually can't remember if there is a rematch against her, but regardless of whether there is or isn't, we are going to take her on, and she's got a Hydreigon. We're going to start with Plume, and we are going to go straight into a Confuse Ray. It's faster than us, and it's gone for Surf, and I'm really hoping we can stay alive. That is not the strongest Surf I have ever seen. Well, Plume's job here is done. It's a special attacker. There's nothing really we're going to want to be able to do. I'm going to go into Riddle, which is going to make it want to go for a Flamethrower, which we're going to have to think about that potentially. We're going to hope the confusion stays on a little bit longer. We're going to go for a Leech Seed, because that's basically, we've used our 2 status moves, and it's already snapped out of confusion. Well, isn't that dandy? I think we're gonna need Riddle later on, and so I really don't want to sack off Riddle, but I'm wondering, who do I even have that? I mean, no one but Plume can really bulk out a Flamethrower, so let's try that. Because I was hoping for some confusion damage, because Hydreigon is ridiculously strong. Alright, let's just go for the Max Potion. Let's just try and prolong the Hydreigon doing Hydreigon stuff. Obviously, Toxic is also gonna be an option. I'm thinking maybe that is the best option. Well, let's see. I don't think we live this, because it does about 100 damage. Then the off chance we live on 1. Okay. And I'm thinking we go into Espeon and go for a Toxic. because that's about all Espeon can do. But Toxic is the ultimate stall move, and basically the best we can do with Hydreigon is stall it, so... I mean, we don't have anything really we can use to hit it. If all it's got is Dragon Pulse, we could just go for Morning Sun and stall it that way. I really wanted to get Shadow Ball and Solus, but it honestly doesn't matter because it still would be not very effective against Hydreigon. Let's see what the Toxic does, because I think the Toxic... Has that not gotten it into... I'm going to use Future Sight in the off chance she full restores. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to go for a second time. I don't think the Future Sight's actually going to hit it, because it's Dark type and it's Psychic type move. But what this allows me to do is go for a Toxic again. The Hydreigon is 90% of this battle. I'm fairly confident of that. And in fact, yeah, between Leech Seed and Poison and Morning Sun, we should be okay. Just use one Morning Sun, get us to full health. And yeah, Future Sight had no effect on Hydreigon, which is absolutely fine. So we need the next move to be on a Pokemon that's not going to be very effective against, which is going to be Aragog. Actually, the right option I think would have been Lucario. But I think Aragog's faster than Hydreigon. And what we can do is we can go for... Now, she's got another potion. Signal Beam's not gonna be... It's still gonna be super effective. Alright, there we go. I just needed him to not use Flamethrower. And Druddigan's coming out, so now we're in the good spot. We're in the sweet spot here with Manny. And now we can actually get rid of some of her Pokemon, get them out the way. So Druddigan, I think, is gonna just be a simple Ice Fang. It's got Focus Blast. Lovely, because Manny's never living that. Manny's defenses are way too weak. Manny lives that. Nice. Good job, Manny. I knew you could do it. That's great. And Lapras is coming out next. So this is the next Pokemon that I was worried about. I'm not worried about any of her other Pokemon, really. But Lapras definitely is a worry, because that's just a strong Pokemon. So we're going straight for a Toxic on this one. And I think... hit a crit on Solus, that's not good. Okay. Well... let's go into Riley. I don't think it's going to have anything for Riley. Riley could take it out, but I think we need to do a little bit of healing up our team and getting them back to their best. So let's start with a Revival Herb on Solus, and then seeing where this Surf takes us to. Okay, we've got a little bit of time. We can stall here. So let's go with the Max Potion on Manny. And then we're going to Max Potion Riley. Nope, we're not going to Max Potion Riley, because what we are going to do is Full Restore Riley. That is going to be the play. I guess the other option, which wouldn't actually work because of one of her other Pokemon, Yeah, I'm gonna scratch that idea because it's just not gonna work because of one of our other Pokemon, but we're definitely gonna take it out with Aura Sphere and Aura Sphere with Poison. And that's probably your two most tricky Pokemon done, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay, Aggron's coming out. We're faster than it. I know it's the wall, and it's great, but it is 4 times weak and slower to Riley, and we are just gonna have a field day taking this thing out. Great Pokemon, Aggron. Should have been a pseudo-legendary. Surprised it isn't. Still think it is sometimes. And Haxorus is coming out, so we've got Manny. And the problem with Haxorus, because Haxorus is another one of those Pokemon that should be a pseudo but isn't, the problem with Haxorus is, as brilliant as it is, it needs to set up, at least for 1 turn. Except Iris, apparently, who can go for an Earthquake. But that has actually just made us win this battle, I'm fairly certain. Because we live 2 of these. Unless that was a low roll, but I suspect that was a high roll. Because Haxorus without any boosts is a Pokemon that struggles a bit. And that's just proving it. Manny wants to learn Scary Face. Manny, not the time. Not right now. Okay, Archeops is coming out. Archeops, we're gonna go Aragog because I think we're faster than it, and what we can do is basically trigger its Defeatist. Is this our last Pokemon? I think we're faster than it. I think Thunderbolt just takes it out. It does. That's pretty cool. There we are. That is Iris defeated. I did my best, but we lost. And there we go. We've done it. We've defeated the champion. I'm upset I couldn't win. But you know what? More than that, I'm happy. I mean, come on, having a serious battle, you and your Pokemon, and me and my Pokemon. We all got to know one another before we... got to know one another better than before. Yep, we sure did. Okay, let's go. Alright, where are we going? Oh. I guess those are the different types. You have Psychic, Dark, Fighting, and Ghost. And then, I guess, Dragon in the middle. Is that maybe the representation? This is pretty cool. Okay, go on ahead. Hurry. She's just, like, shoving us up. Alright, fair enough. I like how it's kind of 3D as well. That's kind of cool. And here we are. The Hall of Fame. So this room is the Hall of Fame. Your name and your Pokemon's names will be recorded here, for these important things will never be forgotten. That you are an excellent and kind trainer. That you are considerate towards your Pokemon and you give them your whole heart. And that your wonderful Pokemon believe in the trainer with all their hearts, and together you have a strength that knows no bounds. Alright. That was just a bit over the top and too much, but alright. Hey, come on. Oh, excuse me, Joey. To the trainer standing before me, and to the Pokemon at your side, your beautiful bond has grown strong through battle. In order to make this bond an eternal treasure, your name shall be recorded here. Alright. Well, here we are. We have entered our Pokemon into the Hall of Fame. They get a nice little heal up. Magmortar will be pretty happy with that. And here we go. We start with Plume the Magmortar in our Hall of Fame. We follow it up with Aragog the Galvantula. Then we've got Solus the Espeon. We've obviously got Manny the Mamoswine, who's I think a real MVP for us. Our starter Riddle the Superior. And we've got Riley Lucario. Unless I've forgotten a Pokemon, which no, we didn't. We definitely didn't. I knew we didn't. It's fine. And we are the Pokemon League Champions. Congratulations. Oh, and what's this? We get Challenge Mode unlocked. And Alright, we obtained the challenge key. Challenge mode can now be selected. Keys can be sent and received via infrared communication to unlock each other's lock settings and map locations. But I think that's going to be it. So, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you all in the post game.